Haunting melody, and I suspect that he just didn't know what to do with this fragment of music, so he did what you're about to hear as performed by Indira.
You know, if a girl can be Billy or Michael, then I can be a Yankee Doodle boy.
Oh, boy. Okay, ready?
That's for the in crowd.
1, 2,
it got right to my heart. It lingers in my brain. I've nearly gone insane. Oh, how I love that strain of melody. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where have I heard that melody? It seems so familiar to me. Rum-dee-dee-ring-dick-a-ding-ding-ding-ding. It's floating in the air. It's everywhere. I hear it here, I hear it there. Le-le-le-le-le-le-le-le. I love it so. It follows wherever I go. What is it from? I can't help but hum. I couldn't live without. I'm mad about that haunting melody. Up in the morning with that strain. I hum myself to sleep at night with that refrain. I wish I knew the rest of that sweet tune to hum it through. If I don't learn it pretty soon, I don't know what I'll do. It sticks right in my throat. It certainly got my goat. I wish I knew who wrote that melody. Yeah. Oh, how I love that melody. It seems so familiar to me. Ring ding, 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 ding. It's floating in the air. It's everywhere. I hear it here, I hear it there. La la, la la, la la, la la, la. I love it so. Wherever I go, what is it from? I can't help but hum all together now. I couldn't live without. I'm mad about that haunting melody. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, ladles and jelly spoons, we're going to bring Tom Marion forward, and he's going to do a solo number.
This This show, as I mentioned, could be easily called the Ragtime George M. Cohan, because we mean to give him his props here, and nobody could do it better than Tom here, playing Cohan's famous march, Popularity March and Two-Step.
This is dedicated to Del Casher.
Yeah, that's right. Del Casher owes me money, you know.
We'll know in a minute.
You don't dedicate a thing to Del Casher till he pays up. Sorry, Tom. I'm sorry. I have to rescind that dedication. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we in?
Da-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and...
I didn't use a wah-wah pedal on that one.
There you go. This is we're now into the state of high syncopation, and to procure that high and to continue it, we bring to the stage Evans&Rogers, who will introduce their own number of this particular Ethiopian ditty. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sharon Evans and Rick Rogers.
Thank you. Now we're going to do that great minstrel show number, the warmest baby in the bunch.
Oh, you mean she has those hot flashes, the change of life?
Yeah, the menopause.
That's right. When they see her, the men all pause.
The jokes just keep on coming.
Well acquainted with the highborn lady, you might have heard of Hot Tamale Sal.
Well, here's a girl who makes them all look shady. You've got to take your hat off to this gal.
You'll all be dazzled when you see this member.
You think that you've been drinking cider punch.
The steam comes from her shoes and called December, for she's the warmest baby in the bunch. When they see her coming, all them babies take a chill. Diamonds glistening all around in style enough to kill. Her steady fella broke a dice game down in Louisville and buys her chicken every day for lunch. Come 7, dreamy eyes that sparkle and she rolls them mighty cute. Colored gentlemen say that lady certainly is a beaut. Go broke that she's a hot potato, she's a red hot radiator. She's the warmest baby in the bunch. Folks, they all acknowledge she's a wizard. You'll cremate if around the scow you fool.
Last January when they had a blizzard, they had to fan herself to take it cool.
The policy shops are broken by this Hummer.
She's luckier than a gambler with a hunch.
She leads a life of everlasting summer, for she's the warmest baby in the bunch. When they see her coming, all the babies take a chill. Diamonds glisten all around and style enough to kill. Her steady fella broke a dice game down in Louisville and buys a chicken every day for lunch. Come 7, dreamy eyes that sparkle and she rolls them mighty cute. Colored gentlemen say that lady certainly is a beaut. Go broke that she's a hot potato,
She's a red hot radiator.
she's the warmest baby in the bunch. Chicken every day for lunch. I'm 7, creamy eyes that sparkle and she rolls them mighty cute. Colored gentlemen say that lady certainly is a beaut. Oh, rope that she's a hot potato, she's a red hot radiator. She's the warmest baby in the bunch.
Wow. We continue in Mr. Cohan's Ethiopian vein. Marea Boylan will now sing a song of love gone strange. One of the most sophisticated of these songs for its time, 1899. This song may not even be published. If any of you know of sheet music of this, I'd be much obliged to hear about it. But at any rate, this is in the days before email, people did write letters. And this one is not only about a letter, it's about a postscript. P.S. And it isn't P.S. I love you. How about it?
Okay.
What do you say? Okay. Okay. All right. So. All right.
I kissed my gal before I went away. I told my little baby pet to write me every day. She said she would, that she'd be good, give me no chance to row. And I'm gonna read a letter from my baby now. And there are some things in that letter that make me feel so grand. But the postscript in that letter I cannot understand. She tells me that she loves me, she cannot sleep at night. But the postscript knocks the letter. This is what my baby writes. Your dear kind letter was just received, and everything you said I believe. Without you, babe, my heart is grieved. You know you hold the winning card. I dream of you, I sigh, I cry. Without you, babe, why I would die. Write me soon, my love, goodbye. P.S. Mr. Johnson sends regards. Now I got this letter just exactly a week ago tonight. I've read the contents o'er and o'er, and I do not feel just right. Now to doubt my little baby pet, I know it is a shame. Still I don't like to hear her mention any scoundrel's name. But yesterday I got another. It ain't so very long, and it tells me how she loves me, and it tells me awful strong. She says that night and day her every thought is on my trail, and she signs herself yours until death. This is how she tells the tale. My own sweet thing, your gal is true. My heart is broke, and I'm broke too. I love you better, yes I do, than the chickens in the neighbor's yard. A friend of mine got put in jail. I need the dough to go the bail. Send me 10 by return mail. P.S. Mr. Johnson sends regards. Now before I went away from home and left my baby pet, we both agreed to live as one. The wedding day was set. She told me until I returned, all other men she'd spurn. 'Twas understood that we'd be married a week from Tuesday morn. But yesterday I got a letter, and it tells me all the news. It tells me she's so far in love, her heart has got the blues. She whispers words of kindness, words that sound so true. But the letter's got me guessing. I will read the news to you. My own black baby, I received your note. 1,000 times I read the words you wrote. I got a new dress and a bearskin coat. I'm a picture on the boulevard. A trip for my health I've got in sight. Tuesday morn you'll be home, that's right. Well, I leave for Europe Monday night. P.S. Mr. Johnson sends regards.
That's beautiful. And funny. My goodness, it builds. That song builds. That builds. Of course, there were... I was in error when I said that email didn't exist in 1899. Of course it did. People sent Western Union telegrams. If you were of a mind to, you could communicate instantly with any place in the world and get an instant reply, more or less. Isn't that amazing? You know, people just had this mindset that they thought that a letter had to take 2 weeks or months to go around the horn and everything. And people like Cohan and David Belasco and all these Broadway guys thought nothing of firing off telegrams to everywhere, you know. And they thought like we do today. That's why they're modern, you see. But anyway, here's a song about a guy, a minstrel guy who thinks modern. And here to tell you all about it is Mikal Sandoval once again. All right. Okay. Okay, all right.
Sam Johnson left his happy home to go up on the stage. He joined a colored minstrel troupe. He thought he'd be the rage. He left the nicest little gal in Memphis, Tennessee. And just because an actor man this Sam desired to be, he thought he was a corker, that Williams and Walker would soon have to take off their hats and salam. In a town they landed, troop disbanded, they were stranded, empty-handed. Then an actor said to him, "What will you do now, Sam?" He sighed and cried, and then he replied, "Well, I guess I'll have to telegraph my baby. I need the money bad, indeed I do. For Lucy is a very generous lady. I can always touch her for a few. I find the Western Union a convenience, no matter where I roam. I'll telegraph my baby, she'll send 10 or 20 maybe, then I won't have to walk back home." He telegraphed and waited for an answer all in vain. He didn't get no reply at all, and Sam went near insane. He tried to jump his hotel bill, the landlord had him clinched. The bellboy got the sheriff, and they had poor Sammy pinched. In his cell he was a-walking, to himself he was a-talking. There'll be no more trooping, nor traveling for mine. Before the judge he had to trudge, the landlord's grudge it wouldn't budge, but sentence of 2 years in jail or $20 fine. He sighed and cried, and then he replied, "Well, I guess I'll have to telegraph my baby. I need the money bad, indeed I do, indeed I do. For Lucy is a very generous lady. I can always touch her for a few. I find the Western Union a convenience, no matter where I roam. I'll telegraph my baby, she'll send 10 or 20 maybe, then I won't have to walk back home."
Andrew Barrett in the house? Yes. Well, would you come up here, Andrew? Andrew's going to pinch hit for me on the piano while I don my blind philosopher's spectacles and give you Cohan's idea of the meaning of life. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Brad, go to the other mic. Get in the light.
In the light. This mic?
To your left. Go to the light.
I'm blind, you see. I'm the blind philosopher now. Yes. Hi. Okay. Okay. We may have to extend a bit with Andrew's permission. I hope. Anyway. Hit it. Did you ever sit and ponder, sit and wonder, sit and think why we're here and what this life is all about? It's a problem that has driven many brainy men to drink. It's the weirdest thing we've tried to figure out. About 1,000 different theories the scientists can show, but none have yet to prove a reason why. With all we've thought and all we're taught, all we seem to know is that we're born, live a while, and then we die. Life's a very funny proposition, after all. Imagination, jealousy, hypocrisy, and all. 3 meals a day, a whole lot to say. When you haven't got the coin, you're always in the way. Everybody's fighting as we wend our way along. Every fellow says the other fellow's in the wrong. Hurried and worried until we're buried, there is no curtain call. Life's a very funny proposition, after all. When things are coming easy, and when luck is with a man, why, life to him is sunshine everywhere. Then the fates blow rather breezy, and they quite upset a plan. Then he'll say that life is a burden hard to bear. Though today may be a day of smiles, why, tomorrow's still in doubt. What brings me joy may bring you care and woe. We're born to die, but don't know why or what it's all about. The more we try to learn, the less we know. Life's a very funny proposition, you can bet. And no one's ever solved the problem properly as yet. Young for a day, then old and gray, like a rose that buds and blooms and fades, falls away. Losing health in search of wealth as through this dream we tour. Everything's a guess and nothing's absolutely sure. Battles exciting, fates we're fighting until the curtains fall. Life's a very funny proposition, after all. Thank you. Now, this is the Unheard George M. Cohan, but we decided we are including a classic, one of the all-time great Cohan songs, Just Because. And here to sing it for you, here to sing Mary's a Grand Old Name is Sharon Evans. Thank you, Sharon Evans. Now, I see Parten&Gardner, Charles and Chuckles have taken the, Chuckles and James have taken the stage. There's something funny about this. I can just tell. I hear a laugh coming on. And it's the last laugh of the show, so it better be good, boys. Okay? All right? 1, 2, 3, and...
My dad would never preach to me. In fact, he'd never teach to me the different things that I should do when I went here and there.
In fact, he said, go on alone. You have ideas of your own. You'll never lose if you will use the others fair and square.
That's just as much as he'd advised, until one day, to my surprise, I went to say that I was going to other lands to live.
And as I turned to say goodbye, he saw a teardrop in my eye. He said,
"My lad, that's just too bad. I've some advice to give. Always leave 'em laughing when you say goodbye. Never linger long about, or else you'll wear your welcome out.
when you meet a fellow with a tear-dimmed eye,
You can leave him laughing if you try.
when he tells his troubles, interrupt him with a joke.
Tell him one he's never heard, and he'll declare that it's a bird.
When he's giggling good, you know that's the time to turn and go.
Always leave him laughing when you say goodbye." You know, that reminds me of a funny story that happened to me when I was playing with the village band.
Oh, was you dare, Charlie?
Yes, I was. Everyone was laughing when the band went by. In the band, I played the drum. Of course, I played it on the bum. Rockefeller heard the band and said, "By God, that's the best I ever heard, and that's no lie." He said, "I'm going to fill your instruments with money now." The instruments he filled like tills with yellow $50 bills. I was the lobster of the band. I held the drumsticks in my hand. And everyone was laughing when he said goodbye. That's a corker, ain't it?
Oh, but let me tell you something something that I saw today on a Broadway car coming down here.
Do tell.
Everyone was laughing as the car flew by. That man, he was trying to sit into a place he couldn't fit. Sitting right beside him was a real thin guy. The fat man had his elbow in his eye. The thin man said, "You know, they ought to charge us by our weight." Said Fatty, "All right, if they do, they'll never stop at all for you." The fat man squeezed in with a vim and squeezed the thin man into him. And everyone was laughing when they said goodbye.
You know, that's pretty good, Johnny, but that ain't the way I heard it.
No, how did you hear it, old-timer?
Way I heard it, 'tweren't the fellas in the car they were laughing at, 'twas the fella behind it.
Do tell.
Everyone was laughing when a jay went by. The whiskers on his chin were brown. I think he came from Terrytown. He stopped to watch the cable car as it flew by. Without a horse, it seemed to puzzle Sly. He went out on the tracks to see just how the thing would work. His eye down to the ground, he got his whiskers in the cable slot. The cable grabbed his whiskers, and he went to the battery. Everyone was laughing when he said goodbye.
Said Dan, whenever you hear a joke, just laugh as if you're going to choke and make the teller think that he has told you something new.
Said he, I never went to school, but still I have a golden rule to always laugh at others as you'd have them laugh at you.
Don't sympathize with anyone, just turn their troubles into fun. When everyone is pouting, that's the time to wear a smile.
No matter if you're rich or broke, just treat the whole thing as a joke. Everybody likes the man who's laughing all the while.
Goodness, Michael, I thought you were in bed with a bad cold. I am. I'm just trying to shake it off.
When I want Mary, I want a man that's square, upright, and grand.
You don't want a man, you want a piano.
Tell me, how does one Jewish cow greet another?
So moo.
What 3 words does a woman never want to hear when she's making love?
Honey, I'm home.
The doctor gives a man 6 months to live, and the man can't pay the bill. So the doctor gives him 6 more months.
I've been in love with the same man for 49 years.
If your husband finds out, he'll kill you.
Politicians and diapers have one thing in common. I forgot. Tommy Marin, oh my God.
You know, a bank will loan you money
regularly.
anytime.
Only if you can prove you don't need it.
That's
no,
right.
no. You changed my cue. Okay, one more time because it's political time of year. Politicians and diapers have one thing in common. They should be changed regularly and for the same reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I intend to live forever.
Yeah, right.
So far, so good.
Always leave them laughing when you say goodbye. Never linger long about, or else you'll wear your welcome out. When you meet a fellow with a tear-dimmed eye, you can leave him laughing if you try. When he tells his troubles, interrupt him with a joke. Tell him one he's never heard, and he'll declare that it's a bird. When he's thinking good, you know, that's the time to turn and go. Always leave him laughing when you say goodbye.
Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. It's Charles Gardner.
Thank you.
James Parten. Evans&Rogers. Marea Boylan. Mikal Sandoval. Indira. Oliver Steinberg on the bass. Marion on the banjo and the mandolin. All right. It's very good ragtime. Don't be going to know. Very good ragtime.